We're carrying on the Conference League Europa journey thing. Third division of European football, pretty much. We're carrying it on. We may have the next Luka Zahovic on our hands in our youth team. Roll the intro. Hello everybody, welcome back, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everybody had a fantastic time celebrating with family, friends. Thank you for all the support in 2020. Let's hope 2021 is a better year on like YouTube, Twitch, in life in general. There's no more pandemics, and let's hope the vaccinations will work, go and get it, all that good stuff. Then, you know, I might be able to go home and see my family, which would be a pretty good, part of 2021. I don't know when it might happen, but we'll find out, won't we? But anyway, it has given us quite a lot of time to plough through some of this save. We were last together for the 0-0 draw against Djurgardens and a 1-1 draw against Olimpia Ljubljana, if I remember correctly. We've played quite a lot since then, and I've actually delved deep into tactics and into understanding the game and trying to figure out what's happening with all the new updates that are released and stuff like that. So yes, we followed that up with a 2-0 win against Celje, which was good because they were second in the league. We were top. That gave us a bit of an extended advantage about them. And then two back-to-back 2-2 draws. We do 2-2 with Tabor Sazana. We drew 2-2 with Hibs in the Europa Conference League. And then we had a bit of a review of the tactical situation that we want to do. How do I actually want the team to play? I delved deep into attributes and statistics for players, what each role sort of does and how we utilise that, and how we can build up a team that we want to be proud of. We want a Maribor DNA. That's what we want to involve in this series. We want to have a team that we are happy to call our own and take into Europe and really extend through that, which is great. So that's what we've been doing. And with that deep dive came a 3-1 win after we got a man sent off at the start of the second half, as Rudel is barking away somewhere. So a 3-1 win, which was really good against Triglav. Zahovic got a hat-trick in 67 minutes, which was wonderful. They scored in the 91st, not too fussed about that. Alumji, which is a name I always butcher, so apologies. 2-0 win, Dadicevic and Jaksic got an own goal, and we wrapped that up in the first half. 3-0, we beat Domzale. Luka Zahovic in the second minute, but Vahovec in the 57th, and Svetlin in the 77th, which was very nice. We beat Qarabag 3-0 away from home. A really good performance, this one. Dusan Stojanovic got his first goal for the club. Martin Milek scored as well from right wing back, and Luka Zahovic scored in the 45th minute +2, and then we just saw out the second half. We locked it down. It was a very good win. Cooper, we beat them 3-1. Jean and Guisen scored 2, one of them being a penalty in the 94th minute, and Pozek Vankas got a goal pretty late on as well to give us a comfortable win. We then played Mura, where Luka Zahovic scored a 31-minute hat-trick, which was absolutely brilliant. 6 minutes in, he got his first. 30 minutes in, he got his second, and a penalty on the half-hour mark got him the hat-trick. And Tamar Svetlin again got another goal in the 69th minute, which is a fantastic minute. 4-0 win over Mura, but we've just rotated the team quite a lot and drawn 0-0 with Alumji before we go into play Qarabag and Djurgardens in this episode. We're going to do both of these Europa Conference League games to see if we can qualify. There's quite some time between them, so we'll go through it and I'll play that game, do this one offline, and we'll come back for the second game of the episode. But it is going very well. You'll notice the squad the squad screen has had a bit of a revamp about how we look at things now. So we still have the players and their position and their morale, because I think that's probably the most important things to consider when thinking of players. Then we have what we want to build into the Maribor DNA. We want players that are going to work well in teamwork. We want players that are going to be very determined, that have good work rate and good natural fitness to allow them to do the running that we want them to do. We're going to look at how their fatigue, which I've already had in there. Fatigue and match load has already been in there, so that's nothing new really. The playing time happiness is going to be in there as well, and then we're going to have their overall happiness. Then we've got their match appearances and how they're doing in terms of the actual match play that we're seeing on the screen. Then their training rating, then their ability and potential, and then their age. And I've added in these lines so that it looks somewhat nice, to be honest. But yes, I've updated that. You'll see there is a new back change of formation. Let's say we've got 3 formations on the go. One of which is a 3 at the back, three centre backs formation, because we have 4 pretty good centre backs at the moment. Now, what this formation does show that we do have weaknesses at wing back, which if we're going to stick with 3 at the back, we need to go and look at. You'll notice that team instructions are very reduced compared to other formations, so this is one of the formations we're trying in the league to see how we can do with it. We have our custom fluid counter-attack formation. Ignore the red marks because all the players are obviously different players, because we're playing that formation which is 3 defenders. This formation is with 4 defenders, so everyone's going to be a bit all over the place. This is still our probably go-to league system for an outright win. We basically now overload on the right and have these pockets of players over here. So Milek, Guisen, Zahovic and Brunori, or who it would actually be Matko and Zahovic up front, basically try and force their way down the right. Milek overlaps the winger pushes on, Guisen gets into this gap here, and Zahovic up front is running the channels. So yeah, it's the Maribor win custom fluid counter-attack formation is pretty handy. And then we have this when we go a little bit more defensive, we want to shut the game down. So we have the shorter passing place, play narrow, we counter press, try and get the ball into the playmaker in the middle and get that going. We have tight marking, a bit more urgent closing down, but the lines are all standard, so we're just not forcing the issue going forward. We will be starting at home against Qarabag in our attacking formation, so I will get rid of the team like that. And we have 1 transfer to go through as well. We have bought in Alio Traore. My scouts found him on a free transfer, and I was like, I recognise that name. That's a Man United player. So I bought him in. Free transfer, 2 appearances, 6.35. He's been dreadful. He didn't have a very good season in Cannes in Ligue 2, or Ligue 2 in France either. So it's more a case of hoping we can get a bit of money for him if he fulfills the potential. Physicals look amazing. I don't think he's ever going to have the crossing to be an inverted winger, and I don't think he's ever going to have the ability to play that role properly. So we're going to try and train him up to be more of a central midfielder. He's already got good passing, good teamwork, good work rate, technique. The physicals should suit it. He just needs to work on his anticipation, composure, decisions, which are all being trained as a deep lying, or the ones he needs are being trained as a deep lying playmaker on support, and then we're chucking in some extra training as well. So we're training as a deep lying playmaker support, and we're training him a bit more on his attacking movement to get his anticipation, decisions and off the ball all up a little bit more. So he's training well. He comes in on a free transfer, didn't find a club after Man United released him from his contract at the end of the season, so he's had a bit of time without football, so he needs to get up to speed. Matteo Meyer is joining Mura for 150k. He had 3 appearances last season, 7.13, 2 appearances this season, 6.55. For a guy that's taking up a non-EU foreigner spot, I just don't think he's worth it. Stamina 9, natural fitness 9. You know, that DNA that we're trying to talk about, never good. Passing 10. His determination's great, but I think he lacks a little bit of what we want from a left back / left wing back. So he is joining Mura for 150k. And we have confirmed Luka Zahovic's permanent transfer from Pogry Szczecin in Poland. And I think with stats like this and him being Luka Zahovic, there was no way that was never going to happen. 8 goals in 10 games, 7.17, 15 and 19 overall for the club this year. So it's been a bit more expensive than I thought it would have wanted. But yeah, it's all going through. 400k is what we're paying. It's the agreed fee as part of his loan. So very, very happy with that. And now, I mentioned in the intro, we may have Luka Zahovic like version 2.0 already at the club. And a lot of you have posted in the comments to say, well, yeah, this guy in the under-19s is actually banging in goals in real life as well. And is he actually? Oh no, he's not in my under-19s anymore, is he? I've called him up to the senior squad, but we've sent him out on loan. So if we just look at not at the club, and we go and have a look at, let's sort by position, Zan Vipotnik, who is currently 2.5 star and maybe a 4-star potential player. He's becoming fatigued. He's had heavy match loads. However, you may have just seen it on the stats there. His stats aren't, or attributes aren't incredibly brilliant. But we said, okay, he cut it in the under-19s. That was totally fine. Let's try and get him some senior football, see how he does in the 2nd division of Slovenia. Yeah, he's absolutely bossed it. 14 goals in 16 games, 2 assists, 6 player of the matches, 7.47, 18 and 19 overall for Fuzinar, and he is loving life. So next season we're going to try and involve him in the first team a bit more. He needs to work on the physicals. He needs to improve quite a lot. I'm hoping that by the end of the season quite a lot of this will go up. But I'm interested to know your comments down below. What do we train him as? Because his teamwork, vision and work rate's really bad. Really, really bad. He's got good heading, but he's really short. He's not the quickest. He's got good composure and decent finishing. He's clearly got natural ability to put the ball in the back of the net with some good technique. Off the ball's very good. His movement's going to be very good. Dribbling's good with the ball. But I don't know what sort of strike. Advanced forward is probably my go-to thing to train him as, but he lacks a bit of pace. But does the off the ball and the technique get him out of that? But the passing and the work rate's poor. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know down below. Zan Vipotnik, who could be LZ90 Mark II because he's come through the youth system. What do we do? What do we do with him next season? Or do we keep sending him out on loan and seeing if he can progress and step up the loan standard? Maybe a loan to a Premier League team next year in Slovenia and see how that goes. But yeah, that is all the news other than the gameplay that we wanted to get into. We've done the results. We've done the new look at this. We've done the Maribor DNA that we want to work on. As you can see, there's a lot of low numbers around these players. So there may be some moving on a bit quicker than we ever intended. But I will set up the team. We're going to be facing Qarabag in the first game of today's episode. And it's at home, 17:45 kickoff in the Europa Conference League, where we find ourselves second in the group so far. We'll be back for that game. See you then. Okay, so this is how we're lining up for the game. Pidic in goal, Filler right back, Mitrovic, Stojanovic and Sturm back. Filler comes in because Martin Milek just getting a little bit tired. He's got quite a heavy match load and fatigue is growing. So we're just going to see if we can play Filler for this one. Ingrisin, Darifusic, Matko, Utada, Pozic, Vankas and Zahovic. We're going to, again, try and exploit the right wing. Try and get these three linking up and Grisin running in this channel here as a Mazzala. So hopefully should be okay as we'll go into the tactical meeting, which we've already sorted. They think we should play Svetlin over Matko. Going to start Matko in this one. On the bench, we'll go with Mizanovic. Comes in as the... Do I want that? Moroso, I guess, has got a little knock. I think I prefer to put Repas. We're trying to sell Mizanovic, so I'll put Repas on there for now. Who's another one, maybe... I feel like he's got nothing that jumps out at you, but then when you look at the stats that he needs, he's not actually too bad in like an attacking midfield sort of role. Long shots are a bit low, but everything else is like 12, 13-ish, and that's pretty good at this level, so maybe he should get a bit more of a run out. We've got Milek, Bijga, Brunari, Svetlin, Martinovic and Pereira on the bench. So let's get into it. We're going to be playing Qarabag in the Europa Conference League, which is still a terrible name. I still don't know why that's the name they went with. Call it like, I don't know what to call it. I guess if you called it Europa League 2, that would be just as bad. But, you know, we got a good win away from home against this lot, so I think we can basically put on a good show here. I think we can put on a good show and we can go out there, get some goals and show the world what we're about if the world watches, you know, Europa Conference League football, which it probably doesn't. Pidic will be brilliant. He is one of our best players now. I think he is actually technically our best player at the club, Pidic, our goalkeeper, Kenan Pidic, which is good. And we're very impressed with Matko this year at right wing as well. He's been very good, and obviously Zahovic is scoring all of our goals, so that's wonderful to see. But they have a Owusu coming forward, Filler with a good interception. We're going to see how he gets on at right back. But again, we've got a few players getting towards the end of their contracts as well, so we're going to have to see how they all deal in terms of, do they deserve a new contract? Do they deserve to be playing at the club next year? And there could be... I feel like this summer will probably be a bit more of a recruitment drive compared to last summer, where we didn't have too much money. We didn't really spend too much outgoing money. We had to do with a lot of the weird sort of, you know, buy from Slovenian clubs and stuff like that. Whereas after this season, I don't think we're going to have that many of those sort of philosophies from the club there. So I think we should be okay. As Emil Darifusic, good little pass back to Pidic. Can we make something of this? He goes long, left-footed out to Matko. Heads that down to Filler, but nothing comes of it. So 15 minutes gone, still 0-0 here. In the other game, it's 2-0 to Djurgardens. So Qarabag have had the first shot on goal. Sturm throws it in, Brahimo's there. Darifusic ball to the back post. Matko with a header, it's hit the bar. Pozic Vankas keeps alive. Sturm back in, and it is cleared away. And Owusu will look to break, but I think he's going to be a bit too surrounded. Great tackle, that one. back there. And yeah, we came close, hitting the bar. Medvedev with a throw in. It's cleared away, and Grison's there to pick it up. Brahima. Brahima into Grison. Matko into Filler. Ball through. Luka Zahovic. His shot was really well blocked with a sliding challenge from Medina. It's cleared out for a throw. We're starting to turn the key, turn the screw. Yeah, all that good, nonsense that people say about football. So Baliev goes long with a goal kick. It's one in the second ball's won by Mitrovic, and he gets it back from Djurgardens, Matko and Grison. Out to the left, Pozeg Vankas puts a ball through. Luka Zahovic has beaten the keeper. Can he put it in an open net? He can. His 16th goal of the season. Luka Zahovic, hashtag LZ90, does it again. And, Pozeg Vankas did really well with that pass in. And the goalkeeper was a little bit unsure whether to come or go, come or stay on his line. And he came out a little bit too late, and it sort of went through his legs. Zahovic pounced, and his 16th goal of the season puts us 1-0 up. I think that puts us top of the group as well, which is lovely to see. So throw in Filler to take it. It's headed away. Matic will bring this one away for Qarabag, and comes for a ball through to Emiro, who's left in a lot of space, but it was blocked very well and by Stojanovic, and Filler can't quite keep that one. But there is the confirmation that we go top of the group with 2 games to play. So if we beat Djurgardens in the next game, if the results obviously stay as they are, then we will be going through, which is absolutely wonderful. So hands on hips, I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. They seem very happy with that. We're now just going to say don't bother doing everything down the right. We can mix it up a little bit more, and we'll probably give it, if we're still 1-0 up with, I don't know, maybe 25 minutes, half an hour to go, we'll swap to put a defensive midfielder in front of the back 4 and drop off the attacking midfielder out of his little role here. He'll come back, one of the midfielders drop into holding midfield, and everything will be hunky-dory. As here is Qarabag, Sturm with a good interception. See, Sturm defensively is quite solid. It's going forward he lets us down, and we sort of are playing with quite attacking fullbacks, so we do need to improve on the left-back position, as I feel like I've tried to do already so many times in this save, as Sturm is going to try and prove me wrong here. He does put a cross in, and it's blocked, and Grison's there, 2-0 up, 4th goal of the season for him. And him and Utada look like they are going to be stars for this Maribor team. Annoyingly, they have to be in Slovenia for 10 years to get nationality, which is a real big issue, to be honest. As Zahovic's shot was blocked, and Grison, Zahovic looks certain to score, and Grison puts it in, so lovely stuff. What a way to start the second half. 2-0 up. Lovely stuff. But Medvedev has it. Djurgardens is there. Brahima Utada. But Vankas. Djurgardens tries to put a ball through, but it's blocked. And Matic will pick this one up. Ozobic. Why not? Matic. Ibrahimi. Medvedev. Matic. Out it goes to Medvedev again. Ball across. Back post. Owusu. Good save from Peric. And it goes out for a corner to Qarabag. A frantic start to the second half, to be honest, as that corner's put in. Good header away from Mitrovic. Patrick is there. Back to Ibrahimili. Medvedev, and nothing comes of it. Corner ball then for us. Djurgardens, he's the tall player. We're at the front post, to be honest. I'm not too sure why he's taking it. Mihilek is normally our corner taker, but he's not on the pitch at the moment, so it's then obviously defaulted to Djurgardens to take it, and nothing came of it. Matko not having a good game, so it is half an hour to go. We find ourselves 2-0 up. Let's just try and we'll try and just, cement it a little bit. We'll put Utada back here as a centre midfielder for now. We're going to make one sub, which will be Matko for Svetlin, as we chatted about. We do try and encourage Filler to get forward. It's normally Milek, but he's not on, so we're just going to pop you back onto a support for now. Obviously, this is much more... It's not much more defensive, it's just a lot less attacking, actually, this formation. It tries to make us keep the ball a little bit more shorter passing. We do have the central midfielders both on trying to play more adventurous, sort of risky passes up to the front too. But it does allow us to sort of dominate possession and have that man who just sits in front of the back for us. Svetlin is fresh on the pitch and plays a nice 1-2 with Ingrisa. Filler into Djurgardens. Djurgardens got a bit of time and space. Brahima, he's tackled and it's cleared away as Emil brings this one down. Great tackle from Brahima, and then he looked fouled, and it's a red card, straight red. Appalling challenge that could have caused serious injury. They're now going to a 4-2-1-1-1, although he's still playing as an inverted winger, apparently, according to our assistant manager, so well done there. But I guess that's what he was playing at on the wing, and it hasn't quite figured out what his role is yet. But 2-0 up. they're down to 10 men. You would like to think this one is going to be in the bag. We could potentially go on the attack a little bit more now that they're down to 10 men. Zahovic can get a little bit isolated in this formation when we change to it, but generally we get runners in and around him, which does help. Ibrahimi, he looks offside. He looked offside. The Line's got his flag up. It's going to potentially, might not even go to VAR because he looked offside, quite clear as day, and it is disallowed due to the offside. So easy stuff, lovely. Let's give him a bit of praise. And how close was it? Yeah, I mean, the back leg is very close, those lines, but he looked offside, so it is done. So from that offside free kick, we've actually brought the ball up to Svetlin on the right, lays it back to Filler, ball in. Luka Zahovic trying to attack it. Matic does get there. Ibrahimi gets it away. Stojanovic, Sturm picks up the ball at the left back position. Back to Stojanovic, Sturm's got a bit of time and space. Up to Pozeg Vankas, lays it back, and Greason could hit this, and Greason lays it off, and it's bouncing around, and well, what a rash clearance that is from the Qarabag defender. Booted it out for, well, a corner, and he's given away a very cheap corner here. Djurgardens puts it in again, and, well, Utada's never going to win that. He's like 5'9". So just a couple of changes. 75 minutes gone. We're going to bring off Filler, just give Milek a run out there just to make sure his fitness is remaining where it is. We do have quite a big break between the league game after this and then the next Europa League conference game. And we're going to take off Utada in central midfield, and we will bring on Repas, and then we're just going to swap these two over, make Repas the Mezzala. I know he can't shoot from range, really. He's got 10 long shots, but everything else, he can suit that role quite well. Milek, who is now on, floats it in, so Djurgardens takes his place towards the front post. And here he is, Djurgardens. And Lazovic looked well offside. Flags up. Yeah, that will be disallowed. And yeah, there you go. Just to confirm it, VAR disallows it. Milek over the free kick to Djurgardens. Milek again. That's a hopeful ball into the channel, but he's done well to intercept it. Into Repas. Repas to the Djurgardens and Greason. Back to Djurgardens. Lots of space for Sturm on the left as Vankas knocks it back to Nguisen. Svetlin, loads of space on the overlap for Milek. Milek into the box, crosses it, bounce Zahovic. Oh, he should have hit the back of the net. Should have hit the onion bag there, Luka. So we tick down towards the end of the game, and, well, 91st minute, they've got a free kick from deep. Matic puts it in, hits the bar. Could have made it a bit of squeaky bum time there, but 92 minutes gone, and Qarabag get a throw in. About 30 seconds to go from this one. Medina throws it back in to Asare. Asare back to Ibrahimil. Ibrahimil into Matic. Matic back to Ibrahimil. And Qarabag haven't done badly with 10 men. We've eased off a little bit going to our more defensive shape. But, yeah, I still think we've dominated the game enough to deserve this comfortable win. Matic into Ibrahimil. Patrick. Out to Zaveles. Oh, that's a name I'm never going to be able to pronounce properly. It's got a Z in it. Over the top, and it's a good header from Mitrovic. This should be end of the game now, referee. Blow the whistle. Just blow the whistle. Just blow the whistle. They've gone back over the halfway line. There we go. It's over. Zahovic's goal and the goal from Nguisen gives us the win. Pretty dominant, to be honest, wasn't it? We had much more possession, many more shots, much better XG. All in all, a very good outing, which I'm going to say, well done. A good win for us. We'll be back for the next game in the Europa Conference League against Djurgardens, where we're travelling to, I think we're travelling to Sweden, or are they coming to us? I tried to go on a coaching course. They said no, but we're going to discuss it and say, come on. Although we simply need your presence at training. I really think this is important. You can ask them actually like, okay, I understand. I'm not going to push it. Not going to push it because they have just allowed us to upgrade lots of training facilities. So we get 173k, which is good. And as we go in, is it Club Vision? Yes. So they've given us a new contract as well. They've increased our wage budget. We're asking about, training facilities. So starting 1st of the 11th, they're going to be finished 12th of October next year. So quite a way away, as is the youth facilities. Last time, they ran out of money. So I'm hoping this time they don't, because our finances are looking pretty healthy with this little European run. But we'll be back for the game against Djurgardens. We are going to Sweden. We'll be back for that one. I'll play Bravo offline. See you in a bit. So we're back for the second match day of the episode. It was a 1-0 win in between against Bravo. We went with the 3-5-2, 5-3-2 formation. 1-0 win, but we absolutely battered them It should have been more than 1-0 really. We're looking at the XG there, 1.44, 0.66. Only 6 shots on target, but Anori was very wasteful, so he got replaced. But yeah, everybody played pretty damn well. It seems to be evolving, that formation, which I'm quite happy with. But today we are playing Djurgardens. We're actually going to use that formation in this game, so we're going to go forward with that and see how it does in Europe, because I'm quite confident we're going to get a result anyway. So I think I need to, yeah, we'll stick with this formation. Mitrovic is, but now Martinovic he's a very good centre back, but he has a few little, where I've done the deep dive into sort of stats and stuff like that and attributes. Work rate and teamwork's not brilliant. Composure isn't the best. So when he's got the ball at his feet, he'll get pressured a lot. If they plan on pressing forward, it could panic him into decisions. We'll give him a go though. Bejga comes into the whole. He is one of the reasons I wanted to do this formation. I'm going to try and get him on a free because his contract runs out. So we can approach him in the summer. I'm going to try and go for him because he's got brings ball out of defence and he's got pretty good stats, attributes. So yeah, and he basically wanders into this place with the ball and then gives it to the playmakers who try and get the ball forward. So we're going to see how it goes. We're actually going to take off Budanori because he's not been playing very well, and we're going to go for a poacher, an advanced forward sort of formation, and see how it goes, really. That's the only change we can do. We've had a big break, so everybody's feeling okay about the game. We have got too many subs, though. Traore can't play, so we'll take off Traore because he's unregistered for this part of the conversation, and we'll put in João Pereira onto the bench. I don't think there's anyone else we really need. We've got a defensive midfielder, can play centre-back. We've got 3 centre-backs on anyway, though. Svetlin, Matko, Repas can come on. Let's put Filler on the bench just to be sure. Pozic Vankas should probably be on there over Svetlin. And that gives us a pretty good coverage across the midfield. So let's go into the game then and see how we get on. Yeah, playing this 3-5-2 formation. I'd prefer to call it a 3-5-2 rather than a 5-3-2. That just sounds far too defensive, saying you've got 5 defenders on the pitch, which technically we do, but they're all looking good. The yellow kit today, so I'm going to say I have faith, point finger I have faith, and then pump fist at the defence and say I have faith. Into the tunnel we go. Big Alan is Mitrovic. It's clear that we'll miss him. No, I want the players who are available to play to step up to the plate. Leeds goal scorer, they're the leading goal scorers. All right, they've been confident at this one in training. I think everything is going to be fine. So we can pop this back on to extended just to start, so that we see more of the formation, see how it's unravelling. So, well, maybe 3 at the back is the way to go if they're the highest scorers in the Conference League. Well, 15 minutes in, and we are keeping them quiet, and they are keeping us quiet. But we have a highlight here. Barkarov comes forward into Shufela Jr. Shaferi Jr. is tackled very well by Milek, cleared away. None of our centre forwards fancied travelling that extra few yards to go and intercept that ball. Barkarov ball through. Holmberg, what a save from Pilic. He's turning into a very good goalkeeper, and I feel like I should be recommending him to you guys, even if you're not in the Slovenian league. If you're in a high division, I think as a backup goalkeeper, he would be brilliant, sort of high championship, low Premier League level. I think he'll do a very good job. He's kept us in a number of games. Martinovic into Delificic and Guisen back to Martinovic. Now, Martinovic is the player we don't really want on the ball. That is pretty good composure from him, to be honest, to just work this out. So we are trying to work it, as you can see, keeping the ball, trying to just knacker them out a little bit. That's not a very good pass out to the wing. Wiltry comes forward, who is one of their danger men, puts a cross in, and there's a header on just top of the bar. I'd say Piric had it covered, but that's sort of us playing ourselves into a bit of trouble. Let's drop this down to balance just to see if we can just get the ball a little bit more. Yeah, we haven't had a shot yet, so may have to go a bit more attacking in the second half. Throw in to Djurgardens. Augustines puts in. Banda is there. Can try and get a shot off. It's deflected again. Højbjerg gives it to Delificic, and he goes long looking for Marosa, which isn't really in our game plan to do that. So I don't know quite why he's done that. He obviously thought that quick counter-attack was on. So it does this formation as well. It's not counter press. It's not a gegenpressing style. It is a, as I said, standard defensive sort of lines. We have a bit of high pressing. Zahovic is in. It's a good block on the shot. But we regroup. You'll see there only certain players are told to go and press, but we basically regroup so we can get this back 3, sort of back 5 into shape whenever we lose the ball. As Wiltry is into the box, cuts that one back into a body of players, and Pilic again with a wonderful save. And it is all Djurgardens at the moment. We're going to go back to positive, and we're actually going to with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Let's just mix up. So we are through the middle. We're short of passing. Maybe we can go a little bit, get the ball forward a little bit quicker. Maybe try and exploit them pushing up a little bit. Regroup, distribute quickly to the playmaker. And then we play a higher and higher, sorry, is what we're playing at the moment. But overall, maybe we can just try and... Because let's go with standard and see if it just nullifies the threat a little bit where we keep players back. So we're not pushing up too high. Pidic to Nguisen, the playmaker. They're dropping deep to get the ball. Pidic has it again. Could use Nguisen. Goes to Stojanovic. Stojanovic goes out to Milek, who... That's a really bad pass. Jufrey Jr. As I said, this formation does rely on wing-backs having good games. Great block on that one from Bejga. And if they don't have good games, you do struggle. So, because they don't have the wingers in front of them, they're asked to get up and get back all the time. So quite a lot of the wide play relies on those wing-backs. It doesn't always work. You could potentially have Nguisen as Mazzala to try and run into the channels and the width. We may ask the playmakers to actually go a bit wider. Is that a penalty? It's not. Djurgardens clears it away. Bergsey, now if we nick that, we're in. Karlstrom, who I always want to pronounce as Kalstrom because it's Djurgardens, but it is 0-0. 42 minutes gone. A long ball up towards Luka Zahovic, who does win it, and he's got a man there. Marosa shoots. He's onside. It's his first goal of the season, and just like that, you're 1-0 up. And that is the joy of not always playing gegenpress. I mean, it's a long ball forward. Their defender completely misjudges it. Zahovic with a touch to bring it down, and then a lovely ball through to Marosa, who looked offside, but he's just fired that into the bottom corner. He's not had a very good season after we signed him last year, but it must have been close. We're getting another replay. Oh, their defender was backtracking, kept him on side, but 1-0 Maribor. Lovely stuff. And that is half-time. 1-0, our only shot on target, and 0.5 XG, so there's 50-50 chance of it. Should be scoring from that situation. 10 shots to them, but only 2 on target, so they're not taking the opportunities that they've got. So I'm going to say I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. We're not playing the best, but we're not playing too badly to berate them. 6.4 for Djurgardens. Sturm on a 6.5. The back three centre-backs are all playing well. Milek's playing well as well. I'm just wondering if Sturm... We'll tell him to dribble less because he hasn't got the best dribbling. I'm just wondering if we try and give him a little bit more support on this side by just dropping Djurgardens back to defensive, which should, in theory, help out his rating as well because he prefers to play at that sort of defensive position. So, and it shores us up when we've got a 1-0 lead as well. So you'd imagine they're going to have to come at us and try and make something happen as we nick the ball straight away from the second half. Brahimo Tada puts the ball through to Marosa. Marosa back to Nguisen, out to Djurgardens. Djurgardens, great ball out to Sturm, and Sturm shouldn't really be dribbling with it. That's Sturm's problem. That he's not very good at the attacking stuff. Wiltry into Banda. Banda out to Eriksson. Holmberg. Barkov. Ball through. No one's tracked Banda, and he's stuck in the bottom corner, but he's offside. He is offside. So we're going to go back to balanced. We're going to just make a very quick change here. I'm just wondering, if I put wing back on defend, we're going to have far too much interaction with all the players over here. So he's going to drop in here. He's not going to push up. They're going to push. I don't think that's the right thing to do, to put Sturm as a wing back on defend. I feel like it would all get a bit too congested in there. So Augustine throw in, and Nguisen heads it away. We can't get there. Karlstrom picks it up. Augustine bangs out to Karlstrom. Wiltry out to Karlstrom. Wiltry again out to Barkroth. Karlstrom. Wiltry cuts it back. It's bouncing around. He's got past his man, and this time it is a goal for Djurgardens. It's 1-1. I sort of want to put this group to bed, so we're going to change the formation. We're going to go on the attack, and we are going to go to our attacking formation, and it's going to be... Which centre-back are we going to... Do you know what? We're not going to sacrifice any of them, actually. Bejga's going to play at left-back because he's playing much better than Sturm, and Pozeg Vankas is going to come on for Sturm. We'll have Zahovic, who is actually playing well. Both strikers are playing well, so we're going to actually sacrifice Marosa onto the right. Djurgardens and Greece, and everybody else is in their correct positions. Let's go and get this win, boys. Let's go and get this win. Wiltry with a throw in, and it goes to Banda. Bejga with a good tackle. We can't get on the loose ball, though. Karlstrom, Wiltry. Wiltry puts a ball across. Eriksson's in space, and it's a good save from Piric. And we have gone to this more attacking style, so we are going to be open at the back. Djurgardens is having a shocker. So he's going to come off. And Delifasic is going to come off. We're going to bring on... We're actually going to bring on Filler for him. I know they were recommending... The assistant manager was saying bring on Rock Maher, but I think he's too young for a game like this. He needs a bit more game time. Brahima is also having a shocker. So Brahima Utada off for Mihilek in there. And we may get an out-and-out winger on the right. Although I think that will be all 3 subs we've just done as Holmberg gives Djurgardens the lead. And away in Europe is something I haven't quite figured out yet. We battered Qarabag there, but... We're not doing it to Djurgardens as Holmberg, good header, looping over the goalkeeper. It's a lovely header, to be fair. So, I think, have we used all 3 subs? We have. I don't think we're going to be able to get a Matko on the pitch. No, we're not. Okay, so we do have Morosa playing. I mean, Morosa is playing better than Zahovic, so let's put Zahovic out on the wing. See what he can do out there. We've not actually played better going to this more attacking formation. It leads the group wide open in terms of who's going to go through. Yeah, we haven't taken our chance. Well, we have taken our chance. That's the problem. We haven't created enough in this game, and that's going to hurt us. That has hurt us. So let's go to try and get a last little result. We're going to go to 3 at the back, 3 centre-backs. Milek is going to play up here. And we're not going to go short, get the ball forward, pass it into space. Don't go down the right. Don't play out of defence. Don't really need to work the ball into the box anymore. Counter press, high defensive line, offside trap. Let's just go and try and... I mean, we're losing, and it's not going to make a difference if we lose 2-1 or 3-1, so... Let's make those changes. 3 at the back. 3-2-3-2 is what we're playing right now. Get the ball forward quickly. And there's 4 minutes to go. If we can nick this ball, we've got enough men up there to give us an opportunity. But obviously we don't have enough numbers in defence at the moment. Edwards, Bejga does win the good header. Milek Bejga hoofs it forward to nobody. And Schufleet Jr., Edwards, Holmberg, back heel to Eriksson. Great flowing move from Djurgardens as they take advantage of the space. But again, Pidic with a fine stop. And we tick into the 90th minute, so they're not going to be in a rush to take this one. It's sort of headed away. Barkloff will get there. Good tackle from Zahovic. Milek picks it up, but nothing happening. We're going to stay on attacking. We're going to stay with this weird formation as Pidic does pick that one up. Right, go quickly. Let's go. Let's go. Big long kick forward. We've got men up there. Vankas brings it down really well. Pozeg Vankas, ball in. And there's Morosa! Come on, the attacking formation has worked. I don't think he's offside. It's his 2nd goal of the season. He's got both of them in this game. And Djurgardens have given up a 1-0 lead and then a 2-1 lead. Vankas, what a bit of control and what a pass through. Good run from Morosa, to be fair to him. And then a left-footed little toe poke into the bottom corner. And it's 2-2. And now I feel like we're far too attacking. I haven't really had enough. I haven't had time to change anything. It's bouncing around. It's cleared off the line. Oh, my word. Let's just revert, shall we? We're going to go to this. Martinovic, Zahovic can go there. Morosa for Milek. Zahovic for there. You for Mihilek there. Filler sitting in deep line playmaker. And there we go. Let's just sit it out with a 4-1-2-3 formation as Bejga gets getting there, boots it into the crowd. More than happy with that. If we come away with a 2-2 draw here, I feel like we've got away with one. Wiltry, ball in, Filler. Pozeg Vankas, that we might get more than a 2-2 draw because we have got men over. Oh, that's a professional foul. It's got to be at least a yellow. It is. And I don't think we're going to really get an opportunity to do anything with this. And ref has let us take it. It goes in. Give us the corner. Let us take the corner, ref. Let us take the corner. This would be nice. Milek is our corner taker. We've got the tall guys at the front post. Milek's there. Martinovic with the header. Oh, it skimmed the top of the bar. We could have come away with a nick. It could have nicked a win, sorry. Oh, we really upped it towards the end. 5 shots, 3 on target. Morosa with an 8.2. Getting our 2 goals. They outplayed us, but I'm going to say, everyone thought we'd get beaten, so I'm happy. I am happy with that. And yeah, if it was about moments like that, it was very special. And it was a good time to score just before half time. But I think that keeps us top of the group. We get 57k. Morosa impresses with his 2 goals, so we'll give him a little pat on the shoulder and say well done. once Football Manager loads the screen. Football Manager, superb in front of goal, well done. Kek was there, the Slovenian manager. And, well, there we go. Are we top of the group still? Europa Conference League. Yes, we are. And we've qualified. So we don't need to come back for the Hibernian game. We have qualified after we drew with Djurgardens 2-2 and 0-0. Oh, they can't... yeah, they both can't qualify because they're playing each other. Got ya. Got you. Because if Djurgardens beat Qarabag, they'll be on 9 points. We'll be on a minimum of 9 points. And then Qarabag can't get through. So we are already through. Who else is already through from the group stage then? AZ, Alkmaar, KRZ Genk, Basel, us, Monaco, Feyenoord, Famagusta. Wouldn't mind playing them in the next round if they finish second a week on top. And Real Sociedad. Any big teams sort of missing out at the moment? Nordsjælland, Rangers are missing out at the moment, but they can still qualify. And Steaua Bucharest, no one's qualified yet from Group A, which is very, very interesting. But there we go. So we did it a little bit of the hard way, but we are making progress, and we've done a deep dive, and we've gone through stuff like that. So yeah, we'll be back for, let's go, well, we don't have any games in January yet. Probably January, I imagine, for a Conference League game once we get through. So we'll come back sometime then. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you had a merry, very happy Christmas and happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. Enjoy the new year, and hopefully we can get this going. Maybe not daily while I figure out my new job and new role about what I'm doing, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.